How walking can transform your blood sugar levels. No pills, no complicated routines, just your 2 feet and a path toward freedom. Living with diabetes feels like a constant battle. You wake up wondering where your blood sugar is. You plan every meal, you count carbs, you check your meter. Still, some days your numbers spike for no reason. You feel frustrated, powerless, afraid of what's coming next. Heart disease, nerve damage, vision loss. But what if a simple walk each day could begin to change that story? No gyms, no equipment, no complex diets, just walking. Something so simple it's often overlooked, yet so powerful it could transform your blood sugar naturally. Why walking works, even when everything else feels like a struggle. Here's the truth most people don't tell you. Movement is medicine, and walking is one of the safest, most effective doses you can take. Here's how just 20 to 30 minutes a day can change the game for people with type 2 diabetes. 1. Lowers blood sugar naturally, right after meals. No needles, no pills, just your body doing what it was built to do. For people living with diabetes, meals can feel like a ticking time bomb. You finish eating and immediately wonder, is my sugar about to spike? Did I eat too much? Will I regret this in 30 minutes? The stress doesn't just come from food, it comes from what happens after, that post-meal crash, that sudden fatigue, that guilt when the glucometer shows numbers higher than you expected. It's exhausting. But here's the game changer. A simple walk after eating can stop that spike before it starts. Why walking after meals works like a natural insulin booster. When you walk, even gently, your muscles immediately get to work. And what do they need for fuel? Glucose. So instead of letting sugar build up in your bloodstream and put pressure on your pancreas, your body burns it for energy, right when it matters most. That means lower post-meal spikes, more balanced blood sugar throughout the day, less fatigue, more energy, fewer emotional ups and downs caused by sugar crashes, and the research proves it. A study published in Diabetes Care showed something powerful. Just a 15-minute walk after each meal lowered blood sugar more effectively than one long 45-minute walk once a day. Why? Because it's timing, not just movement, that makes the difference. By walking after meals, you intercept the sugar at its peak when your body is still processing the food you just ate. What this means for you, right now, you don't have to fear your meals anymore. You don't have to sit and worry, waiting for your numbers to rise. You can take back control. Gently, naturally, and without any special equipment. Every post-meal walk is like a message to your body. I'm here for you. I'm not helpless. I'm doing something that matters. Because when you walk after meals, you're not just lowering blood sugar, you're lowering your risk of every complication tied to diabetes. You're lifting the weight of fear and replacing it with hope, control, and confidence. But stabilizing blood sugar is only the beginning. What if your body could also become more efficient at using insulin, so you don't have to work so hard just to keep your levels steady? Let's talk about how walking can actually help reverse the root problem behind type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance. 2. Increases insulin sensitivity. What if your body could learn to work with insulin again? Naturally? One of the most frustrating realities of living with type 2 diabetes is this. Your body makes insulin, but it doesn't listen to it. It's like having a key that no longer fits the lock. So glucose builds up, you feel tired, heavy, irritable, you take more meds, you restrict more foods. But you wonder, why is nothing changing? Here's the truth no one says enough. It's not just about how much insulin you have, it's about how well your body responds to it. And that's where walking becomes a quiet revolution. Walking helps retrain your cells to respond to insulin. When you move, your muscles become more sensitive to insulin. They start absorbing glucose from the bloodstream without needing as much insulin to do it. That means lower blood sugar with less effort, reduced dependence on medication or injected insulin, improved metabolic flexibility. Your body starts working with you again. And the science backs it up. Multiple studies confirm that regular physical activity, especially walking, can increase glucose uptake in muscles, lower fasting blood sugar, improve A1C levels, and most importantly, reverse early insulin resistance. In some cases, consistent walking has helped patients reduce or even eliminate the need for insulin therapy under medical supervision. Why this matters deeply for every diabetic. Insulin resistance isn't just a lab number. It's the invisible force that leads to weight gain, constant hunger, fatigue, mood swings, and a daily uphill battle with food. But walking gives you a way out, one step at a time. It's not aggressive. It's not extreme. It's just your body remembering how to function as it was meant to. Every walk you take is like teaching your cells how to trust insulin again. And with that trust comes freedom. Freedom to enjoy your meals. Freedom to reduce medication. Freedom to believe that healing is still possible. But what about the heart, the organ most at risk when you're diabetic? Let's explore how walking doesn't just help with blood sugar. It could actually save your heart. Number 3, protects your heart, your most vulnerable organ. Because diabetes doesn't just affect your blood sugar, it threatens your life. If you're living with diabetes, there's something you may not always hear enough. This disease doesn't just damage your pancreas, it puts your heart in danger every single day. People with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to die from heart disease or stroke. You might feel fine now. You might even think, my sugar's not that high today. But silently over time, high blood sugar and insulin resistance cause stiffened blood vessels, high blood pressure, high LDL bad cholesterol, chronic inflammation, clots and blockages. And suddenly, it's not about sugar anymore. It's about your life. Walking is the most powerful heart medicine you're not taking. You don't need expensive pills or hours at the gym. Just 20 to 30 minutes of walking a day can lower blood pressure naturally, improve circulation and blood vessel flexibility, boost HDL good cholesterol, reduce stress hormones like cortisol, lower resting heart rate over time. Your heart doesn't need intense workouts, it needs consistency. And walking delivers that in the gentlest, most sustainable way. It's not just physical, it's mental too. Many diabetics live with constant worry about their future, the fear of a sudden heart attack, a stroke, of leaving their family behind, of being a burden. Walking gives you more than heart protection. It gives you mental peace. Each step reminds you, I'm doing something. I'm choosing life. And that simple act, it sends a signal not just to your heart, but to your mind. I'm not powerless. And what about the tiredness, the weight gain, and the restless nights? Let's talk about how walking impacts your energy, your sleep, and your emotional well-being. Things diabetes steals quietly every day. 4. Helps with sleep, weight, and mood. Because diabetes doesn't just affect your body, it wears down your spirit. No one talks enough about what diabetes feels like when no one's watching. The tiredness that hits you for no reason. The brain fog that turns simple tasks into struggles. The nights you lie awake, tossing and turning, wondering what damage today's numbers might be doing inside you. The emotional weight of it all. Frustration, guilt, fear. You don't just want lower blood sugar, you want your energy back. You want your peace back. You want to feel like yourself again. And surprisingly, one of the most powerful ways to get there is walking. Walking is a natural reset button. Just 20 to 30 minutes a day can help your body restore what diabetes tries to take. Better sleep. Walking helps regulate melatonin and body temperature, making it easier to fall and stay asleep. Sustainable weight loss. Walking burns calories, reduces belly fat, and lowers insulin resistance without extreme effort. Sharper thinking. Movement boosts blood flow to the brain, clearing brain fog and improving focus. Brighter mood. Walking releases endorphins, your body's natural antidepressants, and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. Because diabetes can be lonely. Many people with diabetes suffer in silence. You smile in front of others, but inside you're dealing with shame after eating, isolation from social events, the silent pressure of always managing your body, the fear that no one really understands what it's like. Walking, even just around the block, is more than exercise. It's a mental break, a small act of self-love, a way to breathe again. But maybe you're still wondering if this is enough. Let's talk about that next. Because the truth is, it doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. Still think walking isn't enough. You might be thinking walking Pete with medication. I've walked before and didn't see results. Isn't this too simple to work? Here's the thing. Walking is about consistency, not intensity. It's not about how far or how fast. It's about showing up every day for your health. Just like high blood sugar builds up damage slowly over time, walking builds up healing. Step by step. How to start? Even if you're tired, busy, or out of shape, start with 10 minutes a day. After a meal is best. Break it up. 3 short walks of 10 minutes is just as good as 30 minutes straight. Walk outside when you can. Nature reduces stress and boosts mood. Listen to music, audiobooks, or walk with a friend for motivation. Keep it simple, no excuses, just movement. The payoff? Freedom, control, hope. Imagine this: waking up with stable blood sugar, eating without fear, having more energy, confidence, and clarity, seeing your A1C drop without increasing meds, feeling in control, not at the mercy of a disease. That's not just wishful thinking. That's what walking, when done consistently, can offer. Final thought: you don't need to do everything. You just need to do something. And walking is the easiest, safest, and most powerful something you can start today. So put on your shoes, step outside, take the first step toward better blood sugar and a better life. One walk won't change everything, but daily walking will. If this inspired you, share it with someone who needs hope. And if you're ready to walk your way to better health, start today. Your future self will thank you. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give it a like. It helps more people discover this life-changing information. Know someone living with diabetes? Share this with them. It might be the push they need to take that first step. And if you're ready to take back control of your health, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community where support, knowledge, and hope are always just one video away. Your health journey doesn't have to be lonely. Let's walk it together.